Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The tempo does. Get up a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Quick. Quick. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah.
I ain't never get around. Doing it. Grandfather bringing all the smoke on, baby. What they think you go, how they do that thing, cooking it, that's what it means. We gonna be cooking, Marley.
Behind the scenes of the build-up to Shakur Stevenson versus Teófimo López, both fighters show unwavering focus and discipline as they push through grueling training camps. Their confidence grows with every session, sharpening not only their skills, but also their mental edge. These exclusive moments reveal deep determination, calculated strategy, and fierce competitive hunger, offering a powerful preview of a high-stakes showdown driven by pride, ambition, and the need to prove who truly belongs at the top of the boxing world.
One day, every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty-gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, it is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and
Teófimo López drives himself through a punishing training session under the watchful eye of legendary coach Freddie Roach, with every punch thrown sharply and with intent. His speed, power, and concentration are on full display as Roach keeps the tempo relentless, demanding discipline and precision at all times. The session captures López.
I can get to you. Same thing. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 hook there. Double hook. Good back.
Share a lot of the same values, so right now we're doing some signatures, we're going to do some giveaways, really putting the fans first, so when he wins, the fans are going to win, even a free beer giveaway after he knocks out his opponent this fight.
Just doing things like this is what really matters, you know, at the end of it. When I'm in there in the gym, I'm having a great time, it's what I love to do, but over here, you know, it's just all about giving back. Just stay tuned, man, you guys can win one.
Shakur Stevenson's camp reflect a high level of focus and discipline, with training sessions that are controlled yet intensely demanding. The emphasis stays on clean movement, precise timing, and sharp execution, creating an atmosphere of quiet confidence rather than chaos. Every workout feels intentional, portraying a fighter who believes his abilities and is fully locked in on being prepared for the challenge ahead. Shakur Stevenson speaks candidly about the challenge of facing Teófimo López, recognizing that many see it as a tough fight, and he understands why. Having known López since their amateur days, he respects his talent and knows the matchup will push him to his limits. Stevenson chose this fight deliberately, seeking challenges that drive growth rather than comfort. His mindset in every bout is total dominance, aiming to perform so decisively that there's no room for doubt or debate. This mentality fuels his preparation, sharpens his focus, and motivates every aspect of his training. Looking ahead, Shakur sees a win here as a career-defining moment, one that would cement his place among boxing's elite and strengthen his claim as one of today's top pound-for-pound fighters.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like, I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because, I mean, Tio, he from New York, and, you know, you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man. You never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but like being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York, and I knew him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like I'll be one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So it's gonna be interesting.
But what be going on with this Tio dude, though, man? I be seeing these videos online of him making racist comments. You be seeing that, man?
I think
Roy Jones Jr. shares a thoughtful take on the contrast between old school and modern fighters, emphasizing how respect was enforced in his era. He recalls that back then, any words or actions crossing the line into disrespect would never go unanswered. Consequences were immediate and unavoidable. For Jones, once respect is broken, confrontation is inevitable. Ignoring it signals weakness. Old school fighters would respond quickly, testing intentions and defending their pride and reputation. To him, it's about more than fighting. It's about honor, integrity, and standing firm. He notes that some modern fighters provoke others intentionally, treating it like a test, but in Jones' eyes, respect is non-negotiable. How a fighter responds to challenges defines their character, discipline, and credibility, showing that boundaries and personal integrity are vital both inside the ring and in life.
To fight. I don't understand the press conference. Shakur Stevenson looked confused about the press conference. Teofimo Lopez is known for saying outlandish things, but I've noticed over the last couple of years, he's making less and less sense when he speaks. Like, the types of things that he's saying at the press conference are just unnecessary. The things that he's saying and the way he's saying it, I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if he's just trying to get a rise out of these cameras and people online so they can talk about him. I really don't know what it is, but I don't understand why guys do things like that. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with boxing? The only thing you might accomplish out of that is making Shakur Stevenson mad, and he try to make you pay for that come fight night on January 31st. I don't get that kind of stuff. See, we'll look at stuff like that and we'll laugh at it in the sport of boxing, and we won't say that that's affecting boxing or hurting boxing. We'll just say that's just the way fighters are. But we'll get mad at a Jake Paul and we'll say that he's ruining boxing because you don't like Jake Paul or the things that he says or the fact that he's making money in a space that he didn't grow up in. To me, these are the kind of things. Press conferences like that, when you got Teofimo Lopez saying some of the things that he said, that's the kind of stuff that give boxing and fighters a black eye. That's why when we walk in a room and people know that you fought for a living or you currently fight for a living, they expect a certain type of thing. They look at you a certain type of way, and you almost gotta prove that you're not that to be able to get some respect when you're speaking to people, because they don't expect us to be people who are sensible, people that can articulate their words, people that can be sensible about how they go about their everyday life. So I personally, listen, everybody goes about this fight thing, this competition thing different. I'm not saying nobody has to be like me, got to be like you or anybody else. Be yourself. But that kind of stuff, to me, I don't really see a place for it in the sport of boxing. It don't make sense. It got everybody scratching their head. And your opponent who came there to talk to you about this fight, he wants to hear what you got to say about what you're going to do to him and vice versa. But you got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
Yeah, I know. But see, this is what I try to tell you about. I know y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something like that been said, they would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't gonna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Wait,
You
so
understand
you're not
where
gonna
I'm
wait
coming
till
from?
fight night. You're gonna
Do you
get
understand?
it
Do you
in
understand where I'm coming
that
from?
day.
Because some things are too. Because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now I'm gonna try to hold it together but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not gonna ask him about what he talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you gotta know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that in my day, it could not. I would tell him, listen, whatever y'all do.
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and highlights in the next episode.